This week on Convincing Idiots, we're going to touch on the passing of James Burrows, a comedic icon. McDonald's is bringing back the apple pie. We're going to talk about the Sony Dome. It's coming. And AI is going to give us Michael Caine reading the Odyssey. We'll talk about that. And our main topic, which is our favorite cartoon characters or shows that we would like to see as adult themed. We're going to give that top 5 list and so much more this week. You're glad you tuned in. So why are you listening to me? Listen to the rest of us and let's start the show.
You guys enjoy your whatever that is.
All right. Test.
Call it again.
Convincing idiots.
Called it ham gravy.
I informed them that I sided with the stat man, not just anyone's opinion, the stat man Brian Fisher.
These kids today.
Jingle All the Way is in fact the best Christmas movie of all time.
I need to get Grandma a present and my herpes is flaring up. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yo. I'm the millennial
We're
Santa.
3 friends representing 3 different generations. That's our whole shtick. That's our thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nick got to hold poop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm standing in the sea
Caucasian.
breeze, holding a turd, just mightily. I'm just going hitting hats.
Anyway, on a lighter note,
Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the vodcast. Welcome to the broadcast. Boys and girls, welcome to the show. This is Convincing Idiots. My name's Dean, the Zennial.
I'm Brian Gen X.
And I am Millennial Nick. We are Convincing Idiots, a weekly podcast of, count them, 3 friends who represent 3 different generational points of view. So if you've not already done so and you like what you hear, even if you don't like what you hear, just do us a favor. Go find us on all of the social media accounts in which you are active on. Find us. Links to them can be conveniently found on our link tree. So go to Google, type in Convincing Idiots, Linktree, that's Linktree, and there you can follow those links. Be sure to engage with us on all those platforms, like, subscribe, tell your friends, rate, review, whatever you can. It really helps us out. There's also a link to our email address if you'd like to message us and perhaps hear about a specific subject, or you think we missed something on a past episode. You can find all that information and even more, including our merch store, which is through TeePublic. So go ahead and treat yourself to something on there. But our website, you can go directly to convincingidiots.wordpress.com. There's all kinds of cool shit on there as well. So we appreciate your eyes and or ears, however you consume this wonderful little soiree each and every week. And to kick off episode 299, what you drinking over there, B?
I don't like that.
I love it.
It's not-
Come on, B.
It's not bad. It's a PBR summer so far, gentlemen. PBR, drinking some leftover PBR
For
from
the
my
next
daughter's
28
wedding
weeks.
party, daughter and son-in-law's party. Yeah, it'll be around for a minute.
Yeah.
Yep. How about
Till
you?
the,
Yep.
I was
Right.
going to say until the next bad beer tasting or the shitty beer tasting.
Yes, that's right. Looking
It's
at
called
August,
cheap
we'll
beer.
talk about
You don't have
that.
to call it
Cheap
bad
beer.
or shitty. It's just cheap.
That's right. That's
Cheap.
right.
I'm sorry. Cheap.
Be easy.
Cheap.
You're going to be
Cheap
so
beer.
playful with it.
My apologies.
That's right. So what do you have in Mr. New Glasses Man, Dean?
Cheap beer needs
oh.
love, too.
Just like last week, I'm doing garage beer.
Okay.
I got the Kelsey's in my corner with my new glasses, rocking it out.
Those guys don't need any more fucking money.
What?
Yeah,
well,
stop saying their name unless they give us money. Don't even talk about those
Yeah.
guys.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Well, then the beer sponsored by part of the new Guardians ownership.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
We'll say that.
Yep. Yeah.
There you go.
Nikolai, what you drinking?
I am enjoying a Victory Brewing Company Sour Monkey Sour Triple this evening. It's quite good. It's just sour. I don't even see it listed really necessarily a flavor. It's just tart. I
Just
suppose
sour.
it could. It's kind of a. It's. I think it's got a little bit of a green apple to it. If I had to guess. But yeah, it's good. I like it. So I like every now and again a sour or a tart beer in the
Okay.
summertime.
That's how I feel about you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
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 I'm your little tart every day of the week. All seasons.
Absolutely.
That's
All
right.
season.
Yep. All right. Give me an idiot recommendation here, fellas. So something you watched or listened to or whatever from the past week. Nick, when we start with you this
I'll
week.
give you a quick one here. It's one that you guys have already reviewed, but I finally made it to the theater on Father's Day to see The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yeah.
And you guys were spot on. Everybody was spot on. It is a fun Star Wars movie. You're not missing anything by not seeing it, and you're not discovering anything. You're not uncovering any great mysteries or secrets in the Star Wars universe by seeing it. But it was a lot of fun. It was just very enjoyable 2-hour movie. Very much liked it. And the kids liked it. Everybody had a good time. So I also I did not realize we were sitting in watching the credits come up, and I saw Jeremy Allen White's name, and I was like, I did not know he was in this. Well,
he sure was.
Kind of is, but I did not realize that he was the voice of Rada the Hutt. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But once I heard him, speak, I was like, oh, that's him. But fun movie, very good. Had its funny moments. It was just really good movie. Really liked it.
Very good. Excellent. Dean, how about you?
Solid.
I got nothing. I honestly have. It's been a busy week. I haven't watched anything, so
Getting into playing bumper cars with your big boy car, getting into car accidents.
Yeah.
Reading insurance papers.
Right. If I could recommend anything, it's to get Blake Insurance.
There you go.
Because the Blake Insurance Group, it's an independent agency located right here in Northeast Ohio. It's offering personal care and support for all, and I mean all, of your insurance needs. If you need auto, which I needed this week, home, business, or even life insurance, give Aaron a call. He's going to treat you with the honesty and respect and even the care that you deserve. Call the Blake Insurance Group at 234-571-5359 or find them online at blakeinsurancellc.com for your free 5-minute quote today. Now, I do this read earlier than I normally do because that honestly is my recommendation. I was in a car accident on the highway 77 North. I hydroplaned, I spun out, I got hit, the whole deal. Everybody was okay, minimal damage to the cars, but to what I was able to circumvent all of the awfulness by having Blake Insurance and to know that somebody was right there. Literally, he was the second person I called after the police.
That was your first call.
Well, you're always on that walkie-talkie, by my crotch. But seriously, Aaron was the second call I made upon this accident, and he honestly, I was shaken up. I mean, shit, I was sideways going down the highway in my
Everyone
car.
knows backwards is the best way to go.
Right. I mean, well, we know you like it going backwards, but I don't. I like to go straight forward on the highway, which I wasn't. So I was really shooken up. And not only did Aaron assure me that everything was taken care of, but he said, the words he said to me was, Dean, listen, cars can be replaced, people can't. The most important thing is that you are okay.
That person in the other vehicle is okay.
He was okay. He'd asked. I told him.
How's the other guy?
But seriously, Aaron was the calming voice in my situation. not only because he's a friend of mine, but because of what he does for a living, which is insurance and help people and make them feel comfortable in their insurance needs and their whole kind of life needs when these incidents happen. And it happened to me this week. So if you're out there and you're, a lot of people have insurance and it's a number you dial or an app you post, he's right there as a human being that is caring for you every step of the way. So honestly, I have done this. This is 299th episode. I have read this ad over and over, but God damn it, this week I mean it, because it is real and he can help you to and not only save money, but also feel comfortable when you need to in times of need.
I took away from that ad read that he did not mean it any of the other ad reads until this week. This time I mean it, he said.
It's all bullshit.
I've never actually given a shit about Blake Insurance Agency until this week when I needed him.
You're going to lose our sponsorship, you dickheads.
Final read. The final read.
Seriously.
Give me that intro music, you ungrateful shits.
After 299 episodes, my recommendation is 100% and honest Blake Insurance. Again, 234-571-5359, or go online, blakeinsurancellc.com. That's my recommendation for this week.
Here.
So you do recommend?
Absolutely.
Okay,
this week.
got it.
Yes.
Okay, this week.
Write that down. Write that
Actually,
down.
yeah, this week.
Having trouble understanding.
Well, yes.
Quick recommendation. Yeah, quick recommendation. Running Point, gentlemen. This is a season 2 sitcom on Netflix. It stars Kate Hudson as a fictional basketball owner. Not a fictional team, I should say. A fictional basketball fictional professional basketball team. I'm trying to say owner. She's not a fictional owner. It's
she owns a fictional team. Yes,
she owns.
Okay, yes, that makes sense.
Yes,
thus making her a fictional owner.
That's true.
That's true. It's acting.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah,
it's kind of what they do in these sort of things.
Yeah. But it's 8 episodes a season, something like that, 8 to 10. Each episode's like 25 minutes. It's a very easy watch. Good storyline, well written, great acting. It's just a fun sitcom. That's it. So and it has adult content, which will tie into our main topic a little bit later. But again, just funny. It's good stuff here. So if you're looking for, I don't know what to watch, I don't have much time, whatever. Flip on season 1, check it out, see if you get hooked on it like I did, and enjoy. There you go.
Okay.
All
Very nice.
right.
Turning Point?
Go ahead and,
what's it called?
Running Point.
Running Point USA? Is that what's called on Netflix? What is it?
Nope. Just Running Point. That's it.
Are you just making
Netflix.
shit up in your head? You're not even listening to Brian. You're just making fucking words up in your head because you stopped paying attention long ago.
All right. Well, speaking of sitcoms, gentlemen, and getting into pop culture headlines, we do have an unfortunate death that I have to bring up here.
Comedy.
A master of TV sitcoms throughout the 80s and into the 90s, gentlemen, many years. James Burrows passed away at the age of 85.
Really?
So, yes,
I did not
he did.
hear about
So
that.
he was a long-term director of several sitcoms. He co-created Cheers, right? He started out with the Mary Tyler.
No, I've tried to muffle a cough in my microphone.
Oh,
no, that's okay. So he started out on the Mary Tyler Moore Show, co-created Cheers. He was an 11-time Emmy Award winner. And I don't know how often this happens anymore, but he directed every episode of the original run of Will and Grace, which is, again, a fantastic sitcom in its own right. He worked behind the camera on shows like Taxi, Frasier, Friends, and Third Rock from the Sun. So just a huge influence in the world of sitcoms. And he directed individual episodes throughout the 70s and He directed episodes of, I already mentioned Mary Tyler Moore, The Bob Newhart Show, Phyllis, Rhoda, Laverne and Shirley. Just he directed over 70 episodes of Taxi. I mean, these are iconic sitcoms.
Yeah.
I mean, several of those. I mean, think about that. I mean, quite the career. And he had in 2016, NBC honored him with a tribute and featured the Friends of Will and Grace Cass. So he, certainly, obviously, was alive for that. Was able to experience and get some added recognition there. Yeah. So just fantastic career. I mean, if you watch Cheers at all, I mean, you remember every episode practically was created by James Burrows, directed by James Burrows, all these things. So,
Yeah.
So Dean, obviously, some of these are some of your favorite shows. So, any words for the career of James Burrows?
I really haven't had, honestly, I didn't hear about this until just now. Normally I hear a lot of this stuff before you bring it on here, so I really have, kind of have a little bit of at least a thought before we do this on what to say. But given that I just heard this, this is, I mean, we say the word icon so many times when talking about these passings.
That's usually just you talking about yourself, though.
Well, I mean, look at me. Let me unbutton this. I'll show you more icon. Come on, let's do it. So, James Burrows is like the one of the godfathers of like, the 4-camera setup. He was like, if you go on, actually, I listened to, I mean, not to plug other podcasts, but Ted Danson, Woody Harrelson has a podcast where everybody knows your name. And almost every episode, Ted Danson cannot go with an episode without praising James Burrows and what he meant to him. He called his TV godfather, his father, and I mean, for a reason. And you ask any of the actors who were in his shows that he either created or directed, and they will say the same thing. He was a comedic genius when it came to, television. Yeah. And I mean, you're not going to go ahead and say, somebody how old was he again?
85. You're not
going to say somebody who, in a sense, retired. He's done a few things recently, but at 85 years old, you're going to say, oh, what a tragic loss. You're going to say, what an incredible career. Let's not mourn, but celebrate the joy and the amazing television, especially a television nerd like myself, got to experience because of him. He was just, I mean, he was the creator, right? I mean, like, not just Cheers, but like, and not, even if he didn't create the shows, but the ones he directed or produced or whatever, he had that creative mind behind him for television. Yeah. And let's all just stop and appreciate and celebrate that we got to experience James Burrows along with everybody else in this world. So 80 some years. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I just call you another stat here of he had won the Emmy 11 times, nominated 46 times, nominated for an Emmy. I mean, that's incredible.
I changed my mind. That's not real good odds. I mean, that's, fuck him. I mean, shit. That's not a good line there. Sorry.
Well, Nick, you may not know who he is, but I know you've watched at least some of these shows.
Oh, for sure. I did hear about this over the weekend because everybody, all of the Friends cast members on Instagram were posting pictures of him and talking about him and stuff like that. So it's also, I mean, first of all, what an incredible resume. Like the names I mean, it's like goes beyond what a Mount Rushmore of like, television sitcom royalty is, but like, it also says a lot about like, not even just the cast members of Friends, but other, celebrities you follow online that are sharing thoughts and and memories of him. And that's what says a lot, to me about anybody, is that, like, you can be held in high regard and very revered by people, or by viewers of your show, but it's the people who you worked with and you got to know personally that had so many fond memories to look back on, and so many nice things to say about you. So and it just seemed like everybody, I'm like, this man is like so close to so many people, you know what I mean, that like had an impact.
That's a life well lived.
On so many celebrities or people that we look up to or we enjoy that their work on screen. So here's somebody behind the scenes that's really making this magic happen. So it's a true testament to the guy's talent and what he was able to create. So yeah, it's just, like I said, just what a resume, what an insane rap sheet of shows to have worked on. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll see that again in the world of sitcoms. Anyway, I mean, it's different now these days, of course, too.
So much.
Yeah.
One of the fun things you could do, if you went back and you listened to episodes of Cheers or Will and Grace, or all these shows that he created, and you listen throughout this episodes and kind of like honed in on like the laughter, his boisterous laugh is in almost all these episodes. Like, he was like not afraid. Like, he was the first one, in these tapings to laugh out loud, especially probably to get the crowd going. But like, he was proud of his work. He was proud of his writers. He was proud of his actors. And he celebrated it by showing it in that sense. So yeah, he is. You could hear literally his voice in all of those shows.
Yeah. Like you said, I can't add more than that. Amazing career. Good for him. Congratulations. Absolutely. And rest in peace. Okay, in the world of fast food, gentlemen, some people are excited for an old favorite that's coming back for
Dick.
the 250th birthday of the United States. I mean, what is American? What do they say, guys? Is
hot dogs,
American?
apple pie.
That's right. McDonald's on June 16th has brought back the original fried apple pie, gentlemen. So
what do they have now? What have they had all the time?
It's like a baked thing,
Pear pie.
Apparently. Yeah.
Burger.
So it says here, the long retired deep fried diva. It was replaced by a baked apple pie in the 90s. So the fried original pie is coming back.
McFurburger.
That's right. That's right. That's right. It's a grimace. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So the filling is made of, quote, 100% American-grown apples wrapped in dough and deep fried for its distinctive flaky crust. Did you ever eat one of the original McDonald's fried apple pies? And are you interested at all to go back and try it either again or for the first time, Nick?
I'm a fan of whatever they currently have. I enjoy those little baked apple pie things. So, yeah, I'm very seldomly like out on an apple pie. So I will, I will, like 9.5 times out of 10 say yes to an apple pie. So yes, I am very interested to try the original McPie.
There you go, yeah. Dean.
Oh no, I have.
Dean, you're gonna dive nose first into a McPie.
No, I have self-respect. I wouldn't touch something like that. No, that's true. No, I think I've had one a couple times. They weren't a go-to, but I mean, it's iconic. Why not bring it back, especially for this 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence is giving all not just people but like companies excuses to bring back nostalgic things.
Yeah,
and that's very nostalgic.
Cash in, baby.
Yeah.
That
Remember
is actually the answer to what's more
remember the
American than
song.
apple pie. Cashing in, that is.
cashing in,
Yeah.
and that's what they're
Yeah,
doing.
yeah.
Remember
That's
the
right.
song? Whatever the word, the product of apple pie was in the original kind of like jingle for McDonald's.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, why not cash in
Sing
on
it.
it and bring it back? I don't remember it.
Hmm.
But yeah. So yeah, fuck, why not?
I remember
mean-
the Big Mac jingle, but not the apple pie. But I think I sort of remember what you're talking about.
the jingle was like they were naming all the products from that McDonald's had.
Sing it.
Corned beef, apple pie. Fuck, it's in my head somewhere, but
Sing it.
I
Is it
know
the
the apple
Chevrolet
pie
ad?
was in there. Why would you put an apple pie in a Chevrolet?
No, it was a Chevrolet jingle that had
Irresponsible.
baseball,
buy
hot
me an
dogs,
apple
apple
pie
pie,
and
and
eat it up and
Chevrolet.
down
That was
the
like
road.
that was another thing. Anyway, all right.
Going 80 in my Chevrolet eating apple pie.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
God, it's so hot. I've hit a tree. Somebody call the cops. I'm dying
Yeah.
at this tree.
Yeah. I think it was
But
by
not
Jerry
before-
Reed.
Blake Insurance Agency.
hmm
Call him, please.
I don't get too excited about food returning on fast food personally. I mean,
Sure.
I know I've had these
I'm always
years and
having
years
fast
ago.
food because it's late and there's no other options.
Well, you got to have younger
Excitement is not in
kids
the
too.
cards.
Yeah,
Except
I
for
get
Taco
it.
Bell. I love you, baby.
I love
I
Taco Bell.
do like Taco Bell. It's probably
the
still the
best.
most.
Can we
fast
do
food
just
I
an
have.
episode
It's
someday
like
of just praising Taco Bell?
It's the
Sure.
only, like, I would actually wear Taco Bell merchandise on me.
Yeah, me
like, I
too.
would wear Taco
Ooh,
Bell
like the
merch.
old '90s one? Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd do that.
I'm passionate about Taco Bell.
Me
Like,
too.
It's in my heart.
It exists. You can buy it. You can not the food, but you can buy the merch like that. It's
Well, you
out
buy
there.
the food too. No, don't
Yeah.
let Brian sway you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You can buy food.
No, that's right.
from Taco Bell.
That's right. That's right. I don't know. Maybe I'll try a McDonald's apple pie again, for the nostalgia's sake. Like I just remember it was.
So
like
you are
mold- it was
not
like-
you are not stoked on the apple pie. You're not.
Nah, not really.
Okay.
Not really. I remember it was like super hot. You had to be careful because the filling was like super hot. You had to be
Like
maybe that's the
goddamn
same way
lava.
now. I don't know. Yeah.
Is there a defunct fast food item that you would be excited to see return?
Hold on, let's not. I think we feel a specific topic
A
episode.
topic?
So
Okay,
let's
okay.
not.
All right.
Let's not ruin that.
I do
Nikolai.
like that question. Yeah, we'll come back on that. I do
That's
like
called
that
a
question.
teaser.
Our favorite
yeah.
fast food items.
That's
Mhm.
that's defunct, and we want to see it
Discontinued,
come
yeah.
back. Yeah. Or you can do
I
fast
want to
food
put
of
a
all
goddamn.
time.
Yeah, because I want a cheesy gordita crunch on that list.
Mhm.
That's gonna be number one.
Yeah, we'll think about
I get
that.
it for
I mean,
free every time. I get a free
it
one
used
every
to be-
visit.
Used to be the
Wait,
Mexican
how?
pizza, but they brought it back.
Yes, right. The app.
So-
You get the Taco Bell app.
I need to get that. Well,
You don't
I
have that, dude. You get like a free thing every fucking time.
Well, I've
All you
never
have to
opened it.
order through the app and you get points. But
Shit, I got to do
yeah,
that.
dude. I get a free
What?
cheese gordita crunch every single visit.
God damn.
Yeah, and that's good. That shit's like $5 a pop.
I know, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
Technology.
God damn. I need some of
Advancements
that.
in fast food.
Where's my fucking
Ladies
ad
and
read? It's time
gentlemen.
to appreciate me, my services.
Yeah. Hey, if Taco Bell wants us to do an ad read, we'll give you a cut rate.
That's right.
Cut rate.
Yep.
Yeah.
All that's just going
Nick will do
to
it for
free
like
gordita crunch.
I was gonna say, and even
Yeah,
if you don't
for a
want to pay
box.
for it, I'm still gonna talk about it. So
$10
that's right.
box a week. That'll be fine. That Nick will take that as in lieu of
Absolutely.
pay.
But it's just
Baja
him. I
Blast in there.
want some of that. I want some of that Taco Bell food. Come on.
Why
Oh,
not?
some of that prison meat all dressed up and delicious
Yeah.
melted cheeses.
Mm-hmm. Where are we at?
We are now moving on to Sony
Hey,
Pictures.
who died?
Nope, no more deaths.
Okay.
James
no more
Burrows died, I think.
Yes, that's right. Sony Pictures has invested $100 million in COSM, COSM. So it's a company. So they're taking a minority stake in this company. It's an LA-based company that operates dome venues using its shared reality technology.
Talking like the Sphere?
It seems to be kind of like that. So it immerses you in a whole dome experience to watch a movie or something. So there was a photo of it
Nick,
that
you
showed
often
people.
take things to the dome, right?
Too.
That's right. right to the top of the dome. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he does.
From the inside.
The inside.
Ew.
I got
He's
real
sucking
graphic.
He's sucking too hard.
The picture showed people in a theater watching The Matrix. So it had The Matrix on a big screen, but then around the dome it had other stuff happening. So I'm sure they do different things here, but
What?
it just
Why?
makes
Yeah,
it just kind of
why do you need distraction from the movie you're watching?
it's just a more of an immersive experience apparently.
Watch.
So
Look up
Cosm,
there. Neo's kicking ass. Look above you. Flying dicks. Like, why do you need
be.
all of...
It could be.
I'm
So it
looking
says it
up.
operates dome venues using its shared reality technology, which projects live sports, concerts, and other events onto massive wraparound curved LED screens.
I'm just picturing all of it on at once. It's like there's the Matrix and the fucking baseball game and a fight. I was like, Jesus Christ, this is entirely too much.
That'd be intense. So it just makes people kind of speculate of what Sony may do in the future. I mean, they're not a majority owner; they're a minority owner. So it just kind of makes you think if we'll see at some point here maybe new movies using this immersive technology. So maybe you'll have more theaters here. I don't know. So Nick, what are your thoughts on an immersive movie experience, and what does that mean to you? What would you like to see in an immersive experience, or not interested?
Two chicks at one time.
On big old dome. I'll tell you what the hell I want to see. No, it sounds pretty cool, and like you said, I could see that kind of taking off. Like when we were in Niagara Falls, we got some of these passes to do these like interactive games, right, where the chairs kind of move, and maybe you're shooting stuff on screen, and it feels immersive, right? And the you know, it's moving around, makes you feel like you're going wherever you're in a cart or whatever, something like that. Or like I remember the first time I was on Star Tours at Disney World, and that was like that kind of thing where it's a ride and you're in a little box. It's moving. It is moving, but
Can't hide money.
you moving with with the screen, and it felt like you were, in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. It was really cool, and so I think that stuff there's definitely a lot of cool stuff you could do with that. But I'm trying to imagine, like, it would be super cool to see any type of superhero movie. Let's say you're seeing Iron Man, right? And as those scenes when Iron Man is rocketing through the sky, and you feel like you're in it, or you're moving, watching him, like as you're moving with the screen, stuff like that. There's a lot of cool shit you could do. So I think it would be incredible for like superhero movies. And furthermore, I could see it even being, well, this is Sony, but I could see it being like integral in like kind of a reawakening of like kind of the drop off in the superhero blockbuster. Like if you think about something like that, and you recreate, or you make this technology good enough to where this is not just a movie anymore, but rather it feels like an experience. I mean, movies are kind of outrageous anyway right now, but like think of what you could charge for an experience, and think of the new movies, and you could be like, okay, well, yeah, you've seen like 3 Iron Man movies, but you haven't seen any shot in this immersive experience, which leads to, how do we dip into multiverse things? Let's do a different or your Spider-Verse or whatever. Now you're whipping through the city with Spider-Man, on a way. It's stuff like that. You could do a lot. Yeah. And you just think of all the money that could roll in because of it, right?
Sure.
It gives you an excuse to just redo a lot of these superheroes. You could, I mean, obviously any of those big properties, Star Wars, stuff like that. Titanic would be great. No, I don't know. Like
Watch everybody die in different directions.
You could just do a lot. So yeah, I think it would be really cool. And like you said, I mean, you already feel like right now when you go to the theater, you're kind of, by going to the theater, you're already paying for an experience, because everybody has great at-home theater setups. If you look, you can watch every movie somewhere, and
Not
stream
me,
it
I
on
still
home.
got a black and white TV.
But you're paying to go to a theater and be in a big with the big room and the lights and you're the experience and the concessions and the smell and just being in a movie theater. So people are clearly willing to pay for an experience. So if you look at something like this, that is exactly what you're selling. Yes, there is a film here, but you can't watch a film like this at home. You can't replicate this. No matter how good your at-home movie setup is, this is something different. This is like a movie mixed with a ride, mixed with it's like a theme park attraction. So, that would be really cool. I think I'd be down to see like some more superhero properties done with that kind of technology. But like I said, you'd have to make new ones. You'd have to shoot them in such a way that lends itself to that experience and being shown on a screen like that.
Yeah, just to add here, so they have 3 domes right now: Cosm, L.A., Dallas, and Atlanta. Venues planned for Detroit in September, and next year, Cleveland, Ohio, gentlemen. So we may have a chance to go check something out up there.
They are building that. If I'm not mistaken, they're building it by the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Rocket Arena.
Until you said that, I remember them saying that they were building some sort of like dome, and I thought there was going to be like the Sphere in Vegas, or you know what I mean, like one of those interactive. What's the dome thing? Not dome, but it's a
IMAX.
IMAX?
No, not IMAX. Like they show fights on it and stuff, but it's almost like a wraparound. Maybe it is the dome thing that he's talking about, but it's like it's like above you. Like they show fights, they show WrestleMania, they show Super Bowls.
Could be.
But I saw, I don't know, like a month ago that they're in construction of building one downtown by the Guardians and Cavs stadiums.
Sweet. Yeah.
Now, okay. I like Nick's idea of, all of these like action movies and pew pew and blow up and all that. But I think you're missing the bigger picture, Nick. Do you imagine the experience to watch a video, a live broadcast of Convincing Idiots on one of those domes?
I thought for sure, knowing you were going to go porn with it, but that's actually better.
No, I'm going to be masturbating during it, so it's kind of there. Yeah. But let's start with this.
Sure.
And then then we can work our way into our penises.
Yep. Yeah, we need the enlargement technology.
I don't think they have enough for me. Jesus.
You better put a couple domes on this fucker, because
like a giant tiny mushroom just attacking in the fucking New York City. Awful.
AI story, gentlemen. So we might remember the company that is licensing. So celebrities are licensing their voice to be AI generated. You might recall. So Matthew McConaughey is doing this, and some others have signed up for this. So there's now an AI generated Michael Caine narrating Homer's Odyssey on an audiobook. So Michael Caine himself is 93 years of age. And of course, this is with his permission. I'm sure he's got some money. And his voice is helped record a audiobook of the Odyssey. So it's just another step. I think this said here, this is the first AI generated audiobook. Yeah, so Caine's voice clone is accompanied by a cast of other AI generated character voices. But I think it's the first AI-generated audiobook of its kind, if I read that correctly. So, again, his permission. With this, though, too, some people don't like it because they're saying, you're using AI technology. You should be using actual, voice actors or what have you.
But again, he should be in my living room reading it to me.
Yeah, that's right. I'm 90. I'm 90 some years of age.
Price.
Right. It's a way for him also to keep working a little bit, make some extra money. I mean, he may not be physically able to get out there and do a lot of acting these days, but why not? Again, it's with his permission. Yeah. So, you don't like it. Another thing, don't listen to it. Dean, what do you think about it?
He's 93 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You want him to go and read the Odyssey on an audiobook?
Do you have any idea
He's-
how long the Odyssey is?
Right. He's too busy shitting his pants. Let the guy alone. Give him his flowers. Give him his
Right.
money,
Yeah.
and let's move on. It's a
Yeah, and ultimately,
it's a good thing. He's given
not
permission.
forget-
He understands what it is.
Yeah. We've had a lot of like discussions about AI, as many people have, and like, oh, this is, tricky, or this is dangerous, or this is, I don't know about this, and art. But no, this is simply a voice recording, one of which he has given permission to. He's signed off
Yes.
on this. Fucking
That's right.
knock yourself out. Like you said, at 90 years old, this man has precious time left on this earth. You think he wants to spend 15 hours reading Homer's Odyssey for an audiobook
Right.
when they could just computer generate it and he makes less money, but some? Why not do that?
James Earl Jones signed over his
Yeah.
vocal rights so they could use Darth
Vader.
Vader going forever.
Right.
Great. Yeah.
What this
Sure.
makes me more excited about is that they could take my voice and
And make it say something funny?
No, no, I don't think AI is that good yet.
Yeah, break the
Um,
AI technology.
Yeah, we're not quite there. No, but they could take my voice and make people think that I read a whole book. I
Mm.
like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Mhm. Yep. So so it's actually it's the company's, it's called 11 Labs, as a reminder. So it was their first time using this technology for an entire audiobook, apparently. So other voices available to license in the marketplace include those like celebrities of Stan Lee, David Hasselhoff, historical figures like Thomas Edison, J. Robert Oppenheimer, and fictional characters like Optimus Prime and Mr. Potato Head. I like it.
Hold
Optimus
on. Wait,
Prime
what?
is cool.
Wait.
I would like to hear
Optimus
Prime read some
reads
shit.
the
Yep.
Holy Bible, something
Yep,
like
yep.
that. I don't know.
Is that real?
I
that
don't
real?
know. It should
The
be.
Bible? No.
Right. Hold on. But was it honestly? I got some questions. I was writing down the stuff here, but I got some questions. Thomas Edison, is that a real thing?
That's what it says.
There's
Yeah, he was
only
a real guy.
like literally he was the guy who created recording voices. There's not a lot of voice recordings of him, and
Yeah.
what there is very grainy. So are you going to take? Let's go back to the Bible. Are you going to have like the of the scratching of the record type
Watson,
thing?
Yeah, right.
come here. I don't know. I
I
don't
like that
know.
for
Not a
ambiance, if
lot of-
nothing else. Like it adds to the.
Sure.
I mean, yeah, sure. Why not?
Sure.
Okay, all right. To each his
like
own, I
it.
guess.
It's very interesting. I mean, I don't know how it works. I wonder if they'll have the options like that someday. I'd like to see it come back to like the smart devices at home. I bought this, and they don't do it anymore. But I bought it was like, at the time, it was 99 cents, and I can get Samuel L. Jackson's voice telling me like the weather and different things on the smart home device. And that was fantastic. You could ask it
Yeah.
to tell you a joke. You can ask him to
Waze was
insult
like
you, and he
that.
would insult you.
Yeah,
I
that's
loved
fun.
that, and they kind of stopped doing it. But do more of that stuff here. I mean, it'll make some
Yeah.
money. Again, you make some money for the celebrity or the estate of
But
the celebrity,
Waze,
and just have
didn't
fun.
Waze do that, Nick? Right? Remember
Yeah,
Waze
I
had you
initially-
could have Arnold Schwarzenegger
Yeah, that was
give
the
you
whole reason
directions and such.
I got Waze was because it's like, oh, you can have the Terminator like tell you whatever, and you can
Awesome.
and they still do that. Like right now, it's like they have like Wizard of Oz stuff. That they do promotional things with people. Shaq was one of my all-time favorites. We took Shaq on a road trip, and that was a lot. Of fun. But yeah, it's they laid down a couple vocal tracks, and then he was like, police reported ahead, don't be shacked in a fool, and stuff like that. It's just stupid shit. Like, that was fun.
Great.
I like that. Yeah.
That angered
But
me
then they go
so
away
much.
for a while. Huh?
Yeah.
That angered me so much. Just that phrase.
Shacked in a fool.
Yes.
He also said there's a stalled vehicle ahead. Don't be careful. We don't want to have a shackcident.
Oh no.
It's,
All
okay.
right.
That's
No.
great. I like it. I like it. You know what you're getting when you get the Shaq GPM. All right,
Top
guys.
5 celebrity voices you want to give you directions.
That's another one. Put it on the list. Put it on the list.
My left eye says to go straight, but
It's good.
Oh goddamn! I stalled.
All right, guys. Good stuff. We're going to take a break here, and again, adult-themed content is going to be our main topic this evening, and Nick's going to tell you all about that right after this. Or perhaps Shaq's going to tell you right
Okay.
after this. We don't know. You just have to come back.
Look at all these dicks around.
Gen X Brian here from the Convincing Idiots podcast. If you're enjoying our show, tell a friend. And if you're not, well, tell two enemies.
Four, three.
What's going on? Welcome back to episode 299 of Convincing Idiots. I'm Millennial Nick, alongside Gen X B and the Zennial Dean. And now, guys, I must
Still
warn
don't
you,
like it. Still don't
real
like it.
quick, parental advisory. There is some explicit content, perhaps, on the horizon this week. For episode 299, we are going to each be bringing
Why do you
forth...
not say that in the beginning of every episode
Yeah, no shit.
when we start?
It's about to get real bad now. No.
Yeah, you might want to watch who's listening.
We're each going to give 3 animated characters, casts, whatever, animated shows in perhaps a more serious adult or dramatic context. So we'll just start right now. Maybe you'll get the gist of it once we start going here. So,
Sure.
Dean, why don't you go ahead and give us your 3?
Okay. My 3 are as followed. Garfield and Friends serial killers. Captain Planet in an apocalyptic setting. And Looney Tunes porn.
All right.
Probably already exists.
It does.
God,
I found
hope
it.
so.
Yep, it does. Yeah, it does. All right, Brian.
Okay. I have Scooby-Doo Zombie Hunters.
Okay.
And just on my shirt here, if you're watching us on video, Thundar the Barbarian is just more violent. I'll just say that. We'll explain more later. Just not even more violent, but just violent, adult violence. And similarly, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, a darker version of them.
They're
more
all
like
on
the comic.
heroin.
No, just
try living in a sewer and not
just
develop a
version.
heroin addiction. Jesus Christ!
Right?
That's it.
Okay.
I'll just leave it there.
I'm
Nick,
sure
what do you got?
already there.
Okay, so I've got the Healer family from Bluey, Crime Syndicate. I've also got Lois Griffin, serial killer, and the Powerpuff Girls, but a more serious version of them, thinking The Boys. So, all right.
Ooh, all
There we
go. This could be good.
I'm not going to waste any time. Tell me more about this loony porn, please.
Oh, well, this scene will be a lot like there'll be quick shots. It's not going to be like when you sit down and watch like a half hour.
So what? I'm trying to figure out what female characters were in the original Looney Tunes. You got Granny.
Clarabelle.
Hold on, wait.
That's Disney.
Brian, could you be more old? This is the 21st century. This is woke. Why does it have to be girl on boy pornography?
That's true.
Okay.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
This guy.
Yeah.
So I'm picturing Elmer Fudd's got Daffy Duck. What's up?
I said,
What were you saying?
wow. And like, as we are just ending Pride Month, like, wow.
Right. And then it gets into this. Like, come on, man.
Stop forcing your hetero lifestyle on me.
Yeah.
God.
It's like rabbit season. Duck season.
Right. And their animals,
season.
Some of them don't have, the most defined gender. Who wouldn't want to watch Tweety Bird with his or her little beak just drawn down, like taking all of Sylvester's, big cat? Who wouldn't want to see that? I know I would.
I don't want to see that.
Well, turn the channel, because it's going to get worse than that. Because this is going to be like a half hour and it's going to be quick clips, maybe, not more than like I don't know, like a minute or two apiece, because we're gonna keep rolling through.
Fuck a
Nick,
Tasha and
stop
all
it.
that's gonna be suffering tonight.
So there's gonna be Elmer Fudd. You know, he's gonna
Cross-dressing Bugs Bunny.
dude. Well, that's where
Yeah.
it starts.
Yeah.
Right.
And Elmer
Mhm.
Fudd's like, "You don't fool me," and he just fucking pulls his Elmer
Yeah.
Hog out, and
His Elmer
Bugs just. You know, or you have the scene. Remember where Elmer Fudd puts the shotgun down the hole?
Mhm.
Ain't a shotgun anymore.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
just fucking railing his fucking big bald hog down there, and Bugs just, you know, taking at it. I mean, there's so many opportunities. Tasmanian Devil.
It is a very sensual show now that you bring it up.
Right? Tasmanian Devil. I mean, this is where we kind of get into the German scat porn, but you know, that's probably towards the later of the episode. You know, when kids aren't watching. You know, we're gonna have
With the big bald Elmer Hog is fine for the children.
stay with me here. I mean, this is revolutionary.
Yeah.
Brian, who's your favorite Looney Tunes character?
Foghorn Leghorn.
Well, you are going to be excited about this, because Foghorn Leghorn, he's got his own personal show. He's not even with another character. He just got him and Corn on the Cob, right? And he's just going to, it's like an OnlyFans filming. And he's going to be, you know, in a hay hunt. You're going to love it. Trust me. I don't want to spoil anything, but you're gonna love it.
But you're not gonna want to eat that corn, or are you?
No.
But,
No.
well, Brian eats corn a long way anyway, so this is going to be fantastic. Everybody is going to watch Looney Tunes pornography.
All
That's
right.
all I'm saying.
I'm
So,
in. Okay. Very good.
thank you.
Okay.
All right. I'd like
Oops,
to
I don't even
elaborate
know.
on my bluey one for
Ooh,
starters.
this is exciting.
So I've got the Healer family, right? So we're kind of thinking Sopranos, maybe a little bit. Like they're running a crime syndicate. They are otherwise seemingly nice people, upstanding members of the community and whatever. But where they actually make their money is from a dog fighting ring, actually ran by Chili. She's kind of the head honcho, if you will. But they're this big underground dog fighting ring that the Healer family runs. So
Hold on. But they are dogs.
I know that's why it's so fucked.
So it makes
like
it
that's
more, yeah,
that's
it makes it so
why
dark.
that's why
Yeah.
it's that's
So
that's
so
why it
this
catches
is
on so much.
I picture this scene in
And they know how to
in
dupe the
Django
fighters
Unchained.
into it.
Django Unchained. Have you ever seen it?
I've not actually.
Okay. Well,
What?
they make
Oh
they
my
make the-
God.
oh, it's one of the best Tarantino films. Anyways, where they're having the slaves like fight each other for
Mhm.
everybody's enjoyment. So it's kind of like that, right?
Exactly.
So like,
Yeah. Well, that's the
okay.
thing. They know how to get these dogs into it because they're one of them, right? Like, that's
Sure.
the last person you're going to expect to dupe you in a dog fighting ring is a fucking dog. So, yeah. And then turns out, now this is your life. And so they've kind of been duped. But, yeah, I think that would be good because they certainly play the role really nice, that they're nice, upstanding, loving little family. But they've all got their dark sides.
What I wouldn't
All right.
give to see Bandit Breaking Bad. I'm in, buddy. I'm in.
Mhm. Yep. Right.
Yeah. Good one.
Brian.
I'm going to start with the Scooby-Doo Zombie Hunters. So I saw this. It was a T-shirt design. I think it was on TeePublic some time ago, and someone came
They
up
carry
with
great stuff like Convincing Idiots merchandise.
They really do. They really do.
Mhm.
By the way, if you go to our TeePublic link, even if you buy another shirt, you don't need to buy one of our shirts. We still can benefit from just using our link, ladies and gentlemen. But someone came up with a really cool design. It was like a the Mystery Machine had like blood splattered on it, and it had like realistic looking Shaggy and Velma and Scooby Doo, and Yeah, they were just zombie hunters. Yeah,
So there's no more masks, right?
no more what?
Masks, like there's no more
Right.
like
There's
pulling
no
masks off.
fake
This is
monsters.
like
These are like
real
Oh no,
shit
zombies.
no,
Yeah.
no,
happening.
no mask.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they're out there. It's they're in these post-apocalyptic world where zombies are there, and they are just hunting down zombies. So it's just a dark version of the of the Scooby Doo gang, just trying to survive in that world. Scooby Doo is I mean they're all just kind of grizzled and the survivors, that type of thing. So just that
Too old for this
image
shit.
of that, yeah, just
Hey,
that image
Scoop,
of
did you
that.
see me shoot that zombie's face?
I just thought that was a cool concept.
Did you, Scooby?
Yeah.
Scooby ate the face after you shot it.
It wouldn't be that goofy version of Scooby Doo. It'd be the very
No.
violent Great Dane, that he, just
I ate his
again,
face,
just dark.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
A little more like that.
That's closer.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I like that.
Yeah.
See, there you go.
Zoinks, bitch.
There you go. There you go.
Can we
That's it. I
still
just
get
think
the
it's a cool concept.
lesbianism from the other cartoon
could.
that they just did? All
You
right,
could.
I'm game.
You could.
Yeah.
You could. I mean, you're limited as far as humans out there, so you got some maybe tension there on that, between the gang, and there's a whole dynamic there and stuff. So, there you go.
Yeah,
But just
if you
that
want
image,
your rations,
that's
you're
kind of
gonna
a cool
have
idea.
to touch it. All right,
Next.
I'm gonna go with. Okay, I'm looking forward to this one. Captain America, or not? I'm sorry, not Captain America. Captain Planet. Okay, Captain Planet. Picture this. It is a post-apocalyptic landscape where Captain Planet, like Ultron from the Marvel movies, realized that we were such pieces of shit. The only way to save the planet was to kill all of us. So he didn't quite wipe out all of humanity, but the majority of it. The rest are living underground and in kind of tent cities trying to escape Captain Planet, who has gone mad. And these 5 kids, 5 or 6, I don't remember, but whatever the kids win, water, earth, they all survived. And this movie is about them trying to stop Captain Planet from destroying the rest of humanity. They and the darkness of it comes because this isn't the first time they tried. They realized before and they failed. He defeated them. So now you have the wind and water, each one of them has their own problems going forward. One's got a drinking problem, one's addicted to drugs, one's just you can take so many different real hard shit for
making
all
movies
these
for the Looney Tunes. It's the whole thing.
Yeah. And they've all got their own shit, and this sets up maybe 10, 15 years after he's wiped out humanity, and these kids got to come back together, which are now middle-aged whatever people with their own problems, but they still have those rings, and now they have to figure out how to defeat their creation.
I like that a lot, actually.
Yeah, it's good.
So you have the message of wanting to save the planet, but you also have the message of going too far and killing all of us in the process, and now trying to fix what you did 15, 20 years earlier. So
Yeah.
Very good.
Captain Planet, Apocalypse Now.
Nice.
Did you know that Captain Planet was partially co-created by Ted Turner? Callback. There you go.
Really?
That's right.
Oh shit!
You pay attention.
I think we did. I think we did. Yeah,
we
I did say
we sure did.
Did we talk? Did I hear about that on this show? Yeah, I think I did.
She blew your
Yeah,
mind.
Right here. Right here.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Blew my mind
Nick?
so much I forgot about it altogether.
Mhm.
All right. Next up, we've got this one focuses. This one takes place in Quahog, Rhode Island. It focuses around the Griffin family, but more so Lois. Lois Griffin is the fixture of this show. Lois Griffin in past episodes of Family Guy, obviously it's it's a cartoon, it's goofy, it's funny, it's whatever, but we have seen Lois snap on occasion. She
Mhm.
has had a tendency to kind of lose it and go nuts, and let's face it, I mean, her husband is neglectful and an alcoholic and quite useless and helpless in many ways. Her children are all their
You
own
just
basket
described the
cases.
three of us.
Her children are their own basket cases, and probably the best of her children are the one that people care about the very least, that they give no attention to. Meg is probably the most together of the three children. They're all having their issues, and Lois is doing her best day to day to keep everything together, but she slowly but surely is losing her grip on reality. It's hard to keep it together, and she has to find some way to get these aggressions out, right? She every now and again she just snaps. She can't help herself. Well, she finds that the only thing that she can do to kind of calm her nerves, it's a bloodlust. She has to kill. It's the only thing that brings her peace. So at night, when her husband is drunk and passed out and her kids are all in bed, she goes out on a rampage. She keeps it under. I'm thinking along the lines of like a Dexter, right? To where like
Okay.
she's living her life day to day. She's continuing on, but she must kill in order for her own sanity. So let's just say like a what do they call those rooms that you go into that you break everything, like a break,
Rage rooms.
is a rage. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is her rage room, but she has to actually kill in order to do it. So she goes out, and every so often she gets this urge. She just can't take it anymore, to where she snaps, and she has to kill. She must kill. Lois Griffin must kill in order to carry on with her day-to-day life. It's the only thing that keeps the demons at bay.
I like that.
Yeah.
Good.
Brian, what do you got next for us?
I'm going to talk about Thundar the Barbarian. Do you guys know what Thundar the Barbarian is? Dean might.
I don't know that I do. I feel like I've heard of
recognize
Thundar,
the
but
name, but I honestly don't remember.
Yeah, Thundar the Barbarian was a Hanna-Barbera show in the early, God, was it early 80s? I think it was. Jesus. But the premise was, I have there's like a couple, 2-3 seasons, whatever it is. I have the DVD box set, whatever. Interesting concept. So in the show, they showed the year 1994. The world ended. Basically, some type of comet went too close to the Earth, and knocked off the moon's orbit or something, and created this destruction on Earth. And but out of the rubble of ruin, it's like a whole barbaric civilization, I'm trying to say here. So
Okay.
it was really pretty cool, because the scenes went from, they would go to different parts of the world, and there would be ruins of Big Ben or the Statue of Liberty. They were in New York or whatever it was. They traveled around different parts of the earth. But he was literally a barbarian, but he had some type of it was a sun sword, not unlike like a lightsaber type of thing. It's, whatever. But just a strong guy with a sword. He hung out with a creature, this mock guy. You can't see my shirt, I know, but just a big alien creature, and then a sorceress. They would just go on these adventures, and you'd find pockets of
I
people
don't
that
know
were
who's who, but
surviving
I think you
somewhere.
just described the three of us.
Yeah, that's right.
I think you're the creature.
Yeah, I would assume.
You're the
I
mock.
kinda thought that.
Ukla the mock. It was.
Yeah.
But it just, the concept was very interesting, even as a kid. And of course, but it was a kid show, so there wasn't really any violence. There was some darker themes to it, but I thought if you take that premise, where you got so many things going on there, it's post-apocalyptic Earth. There's different scenes, different ruins of things that you recognize, and it's a barbarian with an alien and a sorceress, and you're fighting. In some of these episodes, literally werewolves, or other aliens or pockets of humans that are trying to survive. It's kind of turned where you're trying to save. It was just there's so many things that you could do with it. It could be an ongoing series where it's just more adult themed, where you have violence and just a darker tone to it, that type of thing. So I just think it'd be pretty cool. Not that if you've seen the show, you might agree. If you're a Gen X person, you probably definitely saw it. But
it's kind of like He-Man meets Last of Us.
Yeah, kind of. He-Man, it's like, sort of like that. It was more like Conan type of stuff. It definitely was influenced by Conan the Barbarian, for sure. But it's that type of thing. Yeah, it's He-Man. It's got the aliens and different things, but it's darker.
Okay, I like that.
So yeah, there you go.
Cool.
Dean, I think you're next.
I'm next. I'm going to finish up with Garfield and Friends serial killers. I don't know if you've know this about me, but from a child, I have been a fan of Garfield. He's my favorite cartoon character, comic book or comic strip character. Huge fan, and I would like to see this version of Garfield. This movie starts with John Arbuckle having insomnia. Not quite different than Fight Club, the narrator having insomnia. And John, things just aren't right when he wakes, because he sleeps in weird patterns, and when he wakes up, things are weird and things aren't quite right. But what you ultimately find out is that his cat Garfield has been gaslighting him, because Garfield is the serial killer. And he's using John, almost scapegoat Patsy, but the useful idiot, to get away with murdering. It starts out, the first kill is the local Italian restaurant owner who wouldn't give him lasagna, and Garfield snaps and he kills him.
Sure.
He will use Odie throughout the time to pull out his schemes and to kill, and get what he wants. So maybe not necessarily a serial killer in the sense of like Ted Bundy, but kind of a Ted Bundy mixed with the Sopranos. You know what I mean? Like there's a purpose in these murders. He's a glutton. We know that from the original show. He's a gluttonous animal who will do nothing to quench his thirst for what starts to be food, then slowly gains into power. But the crux of the movie is John not understanding this, because it's a cat.
Right.
Why would I think my cat's murdering people? And ultimately he gets framed for it. He gets called out and put in jail for all this that Garfield does. I mean, spoiler alert.
The lasagna is a bit more meaty tonight.
Right. I mean, that's a route you
lasagna.
could go, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like there's a lot of right. I mean, because they're animals. You're not necessarily thinking how horrible it is to cut people up and feed it to people, but like maybe that's a scene.
Yeah.
He has Odie working, the grinder.
Mm-hmm.
Garfield, and you thought he hated Mondays.
Mm.
And then you have like a meat grinder and Nurbal's tail just flapping, sticking out of it. I like this.
that.
So
Yeah.
Garfield, serial killer.
Garfield the serial killer. All right. Coming up next, I've got the Powerpuff Girls, right? So we're thinking in line with eventually what they're getting to is they're evolving into something that is akin to The Boys, which I've never seen, but I understand essentially what the plot is. So when Blossom, Buttercup, and Bubbles are created in a lab with sugar, spice, everything nice, and the secret ingredient chemical X, thus giving them superpowers, they're children. They're little girls. They're like, above toddlers certainly, but they're like probably 6, 7, 8-year-old little girls, right? Well, as they are spending their time, defending the city of Townsville, um, as little girls, they're growing up, right? And as anyone with a teenage girl who may be listening might know, some more than others, but it could probably be a little, going through puberty with a teenage girl gets a little dicey, right? It's a lot of changes going on, a lot of emotions. Some teenage girls can even be, quite catty, quite selfish, quite, there's just a lot. There's a lot of hormones and things going on. So I picture that the girls, as they enter their
Your
teen
mom
years,
said that you were a lot like that. But anyways, go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, yes, she's correct. I was very catty, still am. But yeah, I like to imagine that through their teenage years, maybe you think of like a childhood star, right? They don't really have any. If you're someone who's been famous from childhood, you do struggle to adjust to a world amongst normal people. You've never had that. You don't know what's normal. You don't know how to adjust or relate to other people. So I feel like that could serve as a pathway to the Powerpuff Girls kind of being in a similar. They've been superheroes their entire lives since they were little girls. So like as they reach teenage years and then further into womanhood, they may struggle to have a proper barometer of what is maybe morally right, what is maybe serving their own interests instead of the city of Townsville, right? So I just like to think of those three. I think there's a lot you could do in a dramatic Powerpuff Girls role with grown up girls becoming women and trying to navigate a lifetime of being superheroes along with trying to find their own way through life and who they are.
I like one of them to be like her thing is like fuck random dudes and like beat the shit out of them afterwards and
That's Buttercup.
yeah, throw them on
For
the
sure.
street and just leave
Yep.
them there to
Yep.
to be found or dead or whatever. She didn't give a shit.
She just uses them and leaves them off to the side of the
Yeah.
road. Yeah, that's a Buttercup ass move. Yep, for sure.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll watch this movie.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Brian, your final one.
Final one, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And it's really kind of going back to their roots, honestly.
Mhm.
So I know I've talked about this a long time ago,
Blaming
but
all of my roots.
I collected the original series back in the comic book series back in the 80s. And when it started, before they, had the animated show and everything else, it was a dark
Sure.
martial arts story is kind of what it was. I mean, the turtles were there, but they weren't the goofy teenage, eating pizza and all that stuff. None of that came about till the rights were sold and the animated show came out, and then of course the movies and everything else. I like that version. It's fine. It's fun. I get it. I really enjoyed the last Seth Rogen animated movies that they did, and
Yeah, Mutant Mayhem,
I
very
thought that
good.
was, I thought that was well done.
Yep.
Very good, a lot of fun. But the original story really leaned into these are guys, these are trained martial artists, and they really,
Damn near
Splinter's more of the
assassins.
true. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Splinter's more of a true master. So it had that whole vibe to it. So the same characters, Casey Jones, guy living on the crime fighter, beating up people with a fucking baseball bat with a hockey mask and everything.
Yeah.
So it was just a darker story. So I'd like to see that version come back. And I know they were planning that Ronin movie, which was a graphic novel
Mm.
where 3 of the turtles were killed and one of them was going to go on and avenge the other, but they canceled it because I guess they felt that it's just not family friendly. They want to keep the turtles to the teenage,
Such
and I get
bullshit.
it. I understand it.
No,
But
come on, that
still,
would
You
have
can
been
have
awesome.
both.
it would be awesome.
Yeah, you can
I think
have
there's a
that.
market for this to where you can keep the same storyline with the teenage turtles
Absolutely.
eating pizza, but you can still have another alternate version of them. Maybe they're older or something, where it's that dark, gritty
Yeah.
martial art. You get
The
the same
character of
characters and
Batman
everything.
doesn't belong to any kids any less because of the Dark Knight,
Right.
right? You know what I mean?
Right,
Like it's
right.
it's you can have both.
Right.
I want one of those turtles just to be, almost abusively obnoxious because he can't figure out how to get his dick out of his shell.
Could be.
That'd be awesome.
April's flirting with him. He can't figure it out.
Right?
Yeah.
This
Like
goes
she
out and-
really wants it, and he's like, I don't know where it is. God damn
This
it.
goes out and beheads like 50 foot clan members or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Fine,
I
I'll
like
just go back into the pickle jar. It's fine. I'll take care of it myself.
That's right.
Anyway,
If
give
I
me that
rub this
storyline.
spot-
I like it.
Yeah.
You could do
Huge
that.
fan.
Be a
Yeah,
very cool
I like
animated
that.
series. Why not?
Okay. I like that. All right. Well, that's everybody's, right? We've all mentioned our 3 apiece.
I think
I
so.
immediately want to co-sign one. My favorite pitch that I heard that I legitimately, I'm like, God damn, I'm like, I want to watch this is the Captain Planet one.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I'll give you that.
really
Thank you.
well thought out.
Yeah.
Like really, I'm
Yeah.
like,
I like it.
I want to see that. I want to co-sign the Captain Planet one
All right.
right off the rip. Like that was my favorite one I heard that I was like, that's intriguing. I like that.
Yeah, well done.
So,
I
Captain
agree with
Planet.
you.
Yep. Very good. Yeah, let's see. These were all pretty good. I like them.
All right, let me jump in here. I honestly, I mean, we've seen different iterations, and it's all, even what was it? Maybe Showtime or HBO Max or whatever had the mystery gang, in kind of a more real situation. But like,
yeah.
I like the idea of Scooby-Doo getting fucking real. I mean,
Yeah.
and you could do the zombies, but like throughout this series, if it's going to be a series and not a movie, you don't necessarily have, the zombies could be like the coming in part of, throughout the whole series, but you could do different mysteries, but like real fucking mysteries. Like there's no mask pulling, and you can get like real evil shit going on. You can make, one of Daphne or Velma, almost a witch. You know what I mean? Like practicing the dark arts to like, I think there's a lot of stuff you could do in like a real dark Scooby-Doo. So I'm going to second this one. I like this idea.
Yeah, and I like the idea of Scooby-Doo, being like a menacing, like an attack dog, like an actual,
Yes,
you know what I
that's
mean? Like a realistic.
Yeah, but
like-
you also, I mean, I get what Brian was saying earlier about like you don't want to keep them goofy, but you also don't want to lose the essence of of like
almost
because
the
like
humanity
the whole,
of Scooby-Doo, you mean? Like
the humanity is Scooby and Shaggy, so you can make them stoners and kind of make them goofy, but when that switch flips, they're on the shit. You know what I mean? Like Scooby turns into a gnarling, drool thing, but like when he's not, you're Cheech and Chong. You know what I mean? And like a real Cheech and Chong. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I think that's what helps that transition.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I like the Scooby-Doo one.
We're gonna do that.
Okay.
Yep. Unanimous.
Who's going to say? Anybody got anything, or they want to hear a little more on something?
Let's see. I want to
recap them a little bit. What's left then, just real quick. Sorry.
All right. So we have Looney Tunes porn, Garfield serial killers, Bluey Sopranos, Lois Griffin serial killers, Powerpuff Girls, as like kind of the boys, Thundar, kind of an updated Thundar real series, and Ninja Turtles, real life drama in that.
I do like
Nick.
the Ninja Turtles thing because, like you said, the roots of the Ninja Turtles are it is kind of darker, and really there's a lot to go, and they kind of touch on it in some of the live action movies, and certainly in the Mutant Mayhem, even where they have this longing to. I mean, they're outcasts. luckily there's the four of them. They all have the four of each other to lean on and Splinter, but like they long to be a part of society. They long to be normal. And there's a lot you can dig into with the complications of
I mean,
how like those
that'll fuck
feelings
up
would
your
feel.
psyche.
Yeah, right. And to be like, some people will look at it like, the X-Men did in those movies where it's like, they'll never accept us. Like we're always going to be freaks to them and
Right.
could be resentful of that, while others could still, take a softer approach to it and be like, I think if they see who we are and, that we're helpful and that, that there's in this world we can be accepted and even infighting in between them in that, I think that you could do a lot with that. You could do a
You
whole
can
lot with
sewer.
their live action.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Like
we have
how-
to live. We have to live amongst their fucking waste and their shit. Like, how can you say that they'll accept us when we have to live down here and we have to, you know what I mean? Like, there's all that.
You have like, picture this: you have half the movie or 3/4 of the movie of like them kind of slightly being introduced in different ways, through YouTube videos or hidden, where like little ways they're being softly introduced to society,
Mhm.
to where you kind of culminate to like the good old fashioned old time movies where like, yeah, the turtles are cool, but then they see Shredder and everybody freaks the fuck out and kills him, right? Like they freak the fuck out. And I'm not saying this as a tongue in cheek, like, you can go this a different route, but the idea of like they're finally accepted, but they see their master, and that and society or a mob or whatever freaks out, and then that flips them
Yeah.
to be like, all right, we're done. Now it's on you. And they become like almost anti-villains type thing, still fighting Shredder and all that, but also they're no friends of like humanity who just killed their master. I mean, that's that you can get real deep into that too.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure. You got cool villains, Bebop and Rocksteady. You can have really
Those
super
two were
weird,
my
dark
favorite.
versions of those guys, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of layers to that.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yep.
All right.
Put the turtles on there. Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Throw them up there.
I'm gonna second the Bluey Crime Syndicate. I just love that
I was
idea.
going to do that as
I
well.
like that a lot.
Yeah.
I like that a lot, especially people that are. I mean, we've watched a number of Bluey episodes here because Marlo's a big fan, even now as a young adult. Just
It's a great
just
show.
how
It's my favorite
wholesome it
children's
is.
show to watch without children.
Yeah.
Actually, next week for our 300th episode, I actually just purchased a button up, short sleeve button down Bluey shirt that I will wear next week
There you go. Nice.
in celebration. Because
Awesome.
Nora's a big fan, so I've become very acquainted and quite enjoy the episodes. But
Yeah.
I really like this idea of them being, secretly kind of badasses, or at least the parents. I mean, I don't know, Nick, is your idea is that the kids know,
No,
or
they're learning.
is it Bandit and the mom?
It's definitely Chili and Bandit leading things, and I think maybe there's an element there of I like the idea of maybe one of them, Bluey and Bingo. One of them maybe takes a little more to that life. Maybe I'm thinking Bingo. Bingo takes a little more to that life because they're younger, and she thinks that that's the thing to do. And
and if
Bluey
you do
maybe
this-
as she gets older starts to see that.
Yeah.
I know not to cross my parents because I know the people they are behind closed doors or the dogs they are behind
Like
closed doors.
They don't exactly know what their parents are doing or are capable of, but they know it's something
Right.
real.
Something's amiss. Yeah, and Bluey's probably old enough to have the conscience about it to be like, should probably tread lightly here, but I don't know if this life is for me, kind of thing.
And
I
then
like
you
that
have
idea, that
one-
dynamic.
You have that one scene where like a kid, is mouthing off or takes something from Bingo, and she kind of fucking snaps and like turns into like quote unquote her dad, like fucking drag, hold him down, and who you're messing with, that type of thing. Where you're like, oh shit,
yeah,
she's
he's capable
the
of
one
that. They're capable.
Yeah,
right. Yep. Yeah. You could get pretty dark with it.
Teeth. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Mm. All right, I like it. Good.
All right.
Mm.
We need one more, boys.
All right.
For me, I keep going back back and forth on the idea of either Lois or Garfield as a serial killer. Both are intriguing concepts in their own
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
So we're clear that we don't want to see Elmer Fudd's dick.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
nobody
pretty.
said that. Well, I didn't say
Okay.
that.
All right. All right.
I didn't say that.
All right.
No,
Just-
Dean, the
just
problem with the
checking.
Looney Tunes porn is it does already exist. So
Yeah.
I've already
Okay.
seen it, and I'm not taking away from the artistry or the ingenuity that
Sure.
comes from making it.
Okay.
But it is out there. It is out there.
That's fair.
Yeah, in my head, I think the main difference is it depends on how, because Dean's Garfield serial killers is a little more out there, which is not a bad thing. It's, you know what I mean? It's in a fun way. Like it's, because you have a cat that's doing it.
Yeah,
They
I
are
like the
very
idea.
similar.
I like the idea of like John, like he thinks the serial killer is the cat, but is it the cat or is it
People would
him?
find him crazy if
Yeah,
he
is
said
he
it.
is he the real serial killer and he
Right.
thinks the cat is, or is the cat really doing it? You gotta have
Yeah.
that whole dynamic
Starts
there
to,
where you just
fuck with
don't
his
know.
head, where he's like, am I just losing it? Like,
And
is
shit.
he insane?
If you
Right.
wanted to, at the end of the movie, like, that final twist is it's always been John, and like he's put this whole scenario of
Yeah.
the cat doing all this, and like
Right.
you go back and John's always done it the whole time.
Yeah.
So
I
you
like
fuck
it.
the audience of thinking,
Yeah.
Garfield's this cool, serial killer,
Mhm.
and you're like, no, John's
He
just
created the
a
narrative in
crazy
his
human
mind
being.
for that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And then it
There's
ends where
so
Odie
many
kills
different
John,
ways.
fucks everybody up.
Yep.
Yeah, and then like he walks away like Kaiser Sose without the limp, and then Jim walks out normal.
Yep.
Fucking Odie throws out a cigarette and gets in a car.
Yeah.
I like it.
You flipped me on
Makes
that. Even
no
though
sense.
the lowest one was mine, I like the Garfield one because it reminds me. Dean, do you remember a show we used to both watch it back in the day called Wilfred that was on FX with Elijah Wood?
So fantastic.
So the whole
One of
thing
the best
was
shows.
Brian. Did you ever watch Wilfred when it was on FX?
I don't think so.
Long
Oh,
story
you
short,
know if you did.
Elijah Wood was a guy, and he owned a dog. But the way he viewed this dog
Okay.
was
Right.
like he was an Australian
Right.
guy in a dog costume that just said fucked up shit and was like walked around like a regular dude. Everybody else saw him as a dog, and like so when he would see him, he's seeing this guy with the black nose and the dog. It's a really goofy. He's just wearing a dog costume, and he's kind of a scumbag. And this is kind of the how he views his dog, that
Right.
his pet dog. But everybody else sees a regular dog. Well, as the show unfolds, it becomes that you find out. I mean, I don't want to give spoilers, but the show's been off the air for probably like 15 years. So if you
Right.
haven't watched
Right.
Wilfred yet, you're probably not
You're
gonna.
fucked.
But it
Right.
gets pretty whack in there when it's like you find out that he's mentally not well, and he's creating all these scenarios and all this stuff in his head. You know what I mean? So it's kind of cool that I like the idea of that you don't really know. It's like, are you in John's brain, or is John crazy, or
Right.
is John can't be believed because something crazy is actually fucking happening? Like that. I like that
Right.
dynamic.
But throughout the
Yeah.
movie, you have to keep people on the line of going, Garfield's real. Like everybody else is fucked, and John's right until the end. Like
Right.
that, you need to teeter that line, but keep it more on the idea that Garfield's real.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, but I like the end. I like something like that. The ending to be completely subjective, to where it's like, what do you think? Like when you walk out from that and go, what do you think it was, and why? You know what I mean? That there's no firm answer. The director or the storyline doesn't tell you in black and white what happened. You have to
Right.
walk out wondering,
Absolutely.
and it gives a talking point to be like, well, what do you think? So that's cool.
That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
Garfield.
All right.
All right, boys. So our final list for our animated show characters that we want to see in a real setting. Number
That wasn't
one, we have
clunky at all. That was fine. Very smooth. Very effortless.
Well, we didn't fucking whatever.
Wait a minute. Whose idea was this, Nick? I gotta remember here.
Okay,
Come
do you
back.
want me to say my original pitch? It's about pornography. I wanted to see Bugs Bunny fuck something.
He wanted to
That's-
know which cartoon characters you wanted to see fuck each other and how might that
Right.
look.
That's why
Yep.
I lightened it up for you guys. All right. So first, Captain Planet Apocalypse.
Yep.
Then we have Scooby-Doo Zombieland, Ninja Turtles in the real version, Bluey's in their soprano form, and Garfield as a serial killer.
Good.
Very good.
I like it.
I like that.
That's a good list, boys.
This was a fun one. And I'll tell you what, if anybody's listening to this portion of the show, if anybody would like to email us your own submission, perhaps, we will look through them and talk about them. And if we will pick a favorite, and whoever we choose, I will send you a free shirt of your choosing from the Convincing Idiots merch store. So that's our little contest of the week. If you can, I'd like people to submit their own, TV show or movie in the spirit of this. Take a cartoon character, put them in a different role.
You should have seen the T-shirt that the last person who won. Last person in the contest Nick put out there. They picked out a good shirt. So
was it Elmer Fudd sticking something in a hole?
No, that's that was the drawing that I sent to you, asking you to do to me. No, never mind. We'll talk about it later.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
I'm sorry.
All right. So, if you would like to make a submission, you could send us an email, which you can find a link to where. That's right, on our link tree. So go to Google, type in Convincing Idiots, LINKTREE Linktree, and not only are you going to find our email address on there, but as well as where you can subscribe and listen to this podcast each and every week, all our social media accounts for you to follow along with us, the merch store, so maybe you can see if you win what kind of shirt you've got your eye on. And you can also go to our website, which is convincingidiots.wordpress.com. For episode 299 of Convincing Idiots, I'm Millennial Nick.
I'm the Zennial Dean.
Gen X Brian.
Have we convinced you to join us for another episode and see what other creations we can come up with?
Like the 300th episode. Just gonna be a fucking circle jerk.
Cartoon dicks.
Zennial Dean, Gen X Brian, Millennial Nick. If you like what you saw, like and subscribe.
Ham gravy.
Hey, look, Brian
should
does
make
know
one
how
of
to
those.
hit the
That'd be funny.
record button.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, trying to do that shit again, tell you that.
299 episodes, but god damn it, we got this down.
Look at us. How's my lighting? I got a new lamp behind me here.
Yeah, it's good. Less glare for sure. Like I don't see.
What's
I've been
the
seeing.
glasses?
Oh, is that? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I made sure I got
Right.
anti-glare glasses. Boy, you
Okay.
fucking pay for it.
Yeah, it's definitely more expensive, that's for sure.
Yeah. But now I don't need to, like, you guys aren't blurry. You know what I mean? Like, I can now, like, look at you and see fine and read this and see fine and see. Yeah. So I don't need to, like, just have readers where I have to pull them down to read and then look up. It's all just one shot here, so.
At least you got all that podcast money to where like you can afford those good lenses.
That's right. Brian's supposed to send me a check, I think, but we'll see. We'll see.
It's on the way.
Yeah.
It's on the way. But you know, that bridge is out, you know.
Yeah,
I can't get to the
there's a
post
lot of-
office.
yeah,
you know,
it's a lot of
it's a
things
pain
going
in the
on.
ass.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,